Okay, let's go. How are we doing? I'll be with you in just a second, people. You know the drill. You know the drill. It's good to be back. Bear with me. Just getting the community post rolled out. Hold up. Okay. Where's my Discord people at? Let me ping them. We're gonna get cracking. Hold up. Sorry for taking this long, people. Okay. Where we at? Where we at, guys? Good to be back. It's good to be back. I cannot see my live stream chat for some reason. I'm going to drag it over here and it should be sweet. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're doing okay. I am faring in this heat okay because it's pretty hot today. Turtle is my man. Yo, what's that little sign you got? Community leaderboard. Is this a new thing? I've not seen this. That is very new to me, man. Abhinav, what's up, man? How you guys doing? It's good to be back. First off, I will probably say this multiple times, but I do want to apologize for not being on stream last Sunday. So I do apologize for that, but we are back. We are back. I have no idea what that is, my man, but you seem to be leading the charge and Abhinav in second. So there you go. I have no idea what this means, but it's cool. You got a cool little symbol by your name, and who doesn't like a cool little symbol, right? I mean, what's not to love? I mean, really. But it's good to be back. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are all safe and sound, enjoying this week as we tread on through to the back end. You know, Thursday evening, we're chilling. Friday tomorrow, man. It's good. It's a good week. Long week for me, with work, life, a lot of stuff going on, but we're managing pretty well. So doing okay. I hope you guys are as well. Let me switch to live chat. Actually, for some reason, it's stuck on top chat. There we go. I don't know why it does that by default. Because so many messages I end up missing because the live chat is not filtered. The top chat filters them out, and I don't get to see them for some reason. And then people get mad when I don't read their messages, and it's like, it's not my intention. I'm trying. Sometimes stuff just gets auto-filtered, but now I should be able to see everything. But yeah, I sort of cryptically titled this stream because of a tweet that Michael Chandler was putting out, something about Conor McGregor. I don't really know what's going on with that. You might know more than I do. And I'm not going to get my hopes up in saying that Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is back on because, let's be real, we know what Conor McGregor is capable of. And right now, that is very little. Talk is cheap, especially from him. So we'll see how that goes. Ivan, my man, how are you doing, brother? Good to have you back as well. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you all. Good to be here. McGregor's never fighting in the UFC again. I'm glad you mentioned the UFC in specifics because that's where exactly I agree with you, man. I think within the confines of the octagon, we're not seeing him again. I've long accepted that, and I'm not even mad about it either. I'm not a fan of the man, and if he was to come back, it would only tarnish his legacy further. So almost in a way, I do want to see him back in so we can lose again. But what I think is going to happen, and I'm glad you made that distinction, as I say, is we'll probably see him on some bullshit boxing thing inevitably against Jake Paul, KSI, or something stupid, you know? Something like that. Who knows? Maybe even bare knuckle, considering his role to play in that company. So, jury's still out in that regard. As far as a Michael Chandler fight goes, I'm not going to get my hopes up. Also, guys, please tell me if you can hear my fan. I'm just checking my OBS levels. Hang on. I think we're good. Tell me if you can hear it. If you can, and it's too invasive through the mic, let me know. I will turn it down. I just need it because it's really fucking hot today here in the UK. And our houses here did not keep heat very well whatsoever. George, my man. I love that energy. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Also, in case you missed it, new episode of the podcast just dropped. A little bit late than usual. I do apologize. Our schedule's a bit all over the gaff. But it came out today. Was it today or yesterday? Today or yesterday. Nice little chat. So you can check that out. We gave a lot of golden pieces of information in terms of what we're doing this week with content creation, expanding the businesses, looking at from a perspective of not just a job, but a real expanding things out, which is what I've got planned for the channel. I'm going to be transparent with you guys because, you know, this is what I've been planning to do. So over the next coming months, I'm planning on launching a Patreon. because obviously I have the YouTube membership system, but it's not. I haven't really put any effort into it, and I want to provide value for you guys. And obviously, I'm not saying you have to sign up to these things, though there will be a free tier. You know, it's just an extra option to help support me, which you don't have to do. It's totally fine. But if you do, it helps me massively because YouTube innately with the content I create is not sustainable to do by myself at the moment. So what Patreon will serve as down the line is a launch pad financially to allow me to hire people, expand the business, and create more content for you guys. That's kind of like the end goal for something like that. But I will give you more updates on when that drops and when that starts to take shape. Probably by the end of this month, it will be up. I'm not entirely sure. But at the moment, we're working on the Francis Ngannou video. So we'll see. But with regards to Patreon, you'll get, obviously, I want to provide value for you guys, right? So you'll get perks like early access to videos, course names in video as well, shout outs, creator masterclasses, stuff like that. Okay, across the various tiers. I don't know exactly how it's gonna be formed and play out to a T, but just so you can get a rough idea of what I'm trying to envision, right? So that will be down the line. So stay tuned for that. Did I repair the roof? I have no idea what you're talking about, Bush. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Do we need to buy you a coffee or something? No, you don't have to do that, man. And I don't have a link for that buy you a coffee thing. You don't need to do that, man, but I appreciate it. I'm fine. I'm fine for now, but I'm just saying if sustainably in the long term, the reality is AdSense, it doesn't pay as much as you might think. And, you know, I'm not in any financial dire trouble right now or anything. It's fine. But in terms of being able to create more and better content for all of you, essentially down the line, that requires me hiring people like editors, like brand managers, stuff like that to really expand. So, and by doing that, I can create more high quality stuff. I can get fighter interviews. I'll have more time is the main thing. So when I have more time, I can focus on the bits I don't get the time to do. So being able to reach out to fighters, get their say on a piece for a documentary or something like that. Little things like that I'll be able to include in videos. It's just essentially, as I said, would act as a launch pad. But again, you are not obliged in any way, shape or form to sign up, though it would be, of course, gratefully appreciated. JVD, how you doing, brother? How are you doing? Good. I always love the energy. You and George, man, you bring it. Can't call me crazy, but can Conor make 155? Right now, I'd say no. I'd say no. When I really want a Marauders Minecraft stream, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do, yeah, maybe there could be some bonus things. I don't know. I'd like to do some gaming stuff. And again, I apologize because I have been lacking on the games channel for one. So that's something I got to work on. Again, when it comes to the Patreon, that gives me more time. So, K-Dot, my man, how you doing? How you doing? Good to have you back, brother. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see all of you. I've had a pretty full-on week. But, you know, sometimes the full-on weeks are the best ones. You know, in and out of work, life, it's been really good. So, I'm chilling, man. Doing good. About it real quick. Well, I hope I can accompany you whilst you eat your dinner, my man, or breakfast, lunch, wherever you're at in the world. I hope I can provide some level of entertainment or maybe not entertainment, just a way to relax or something, man. BJ Penn, has he done something else? What have I missed? I mean, I know he thought his mum was a skinwalker, so that was... Oh, boy. Has he been arrested? Oh, dear. Wow, I mean, of course. I mean, it's just a little surprise there. Fucking sad, man. I don't know. I don't even know if that's CTE. That's not like a CTE symptom, right? Is it? Maybe I'm being naive. I'm reading the article on it now. It's fucking sad, man. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously not well. Regardless of what it is, he needs help. I'm glad they've taken some action because that would not have ended badly. I mean, sorry, would have ended badly. Max all over the fuck with wavy hairstyle with TKO Aspinall. I have read it again, and I'm still not seeing the vision, my man. Whose mum reported him? Brought him to stab. I thought he was wearing a costume with his mum. Yeah, it's crazy. He was arrested twice over the weekend, apparently. He's released on bail, though. I mean, this is only going to end one way, right? I mean, you can't be doing that. Jesus. Fucking sad. Oh, my God. I mean, listen. Get him booked into like a mental institution or something, man. I mean, he needs fucking help. I think this is something we're gonna have to face, not specific to BJ Penn's case, you know, alone. But I think as MMA gets older and we see the generations phase out of their combat sports career, a lot of these guys are gonna struggle mentally, whether that's at the baseline of just missing fighting and not having that outlet. You know, that's a massive thing, right? And we are starting to see that now, but again, sometimes it gets more extreme. There needs to be systems to support these guys in a post-career level, because obviously some people make it on the desk and as analysts for the UFC, but they're few and far between, right? So I think there needs to be a support system for, you know, people who have served in the UFC for a long time. Can I remove the mustache? You're looking like a paedophile. No. I mean, you did it wrong. It's PD file. You can't do PDF file. That's not how it works. But no, it's going nowhere. But it's good to have you back, Ari. Crazy thing that he was on JRE 2 years ago, but then again, even a murderer was on JRE. Yeah, that guy, he got released, right? And then he came back. Navigator, my man. How you doing? You provide good commentary to eat with, so thank you. I'm glad I can provide. And that's a compliment I take in the highest regard, because as I said, looking at pivoting in some capacity into commentary and radio. And again, that comes back to what I said about with the Patreon, being able to free up my time by hiring people. I can start working inroads into that, doing commentary, because again, there's so many hours I have in the day and time I have to do certain things. So that will give me so much more time to do some really, really cool shit. So again, not going to promise anything, or I'm not going to say anything concrete, but down the line, within a month or so, we're going to start pushing that. I always thought Diego Sanchez would become a problem guy when he retires. Yeah, right. I mean, there was the whole stuff with Joshua Fabia. And then I'm glad he seemed to have snapped out of that, or someone really gave him the reality check on that, and he left him. And who knows what's been happening since then. Didn't he fight Kevin Lee in like Eagle MMA or something? Like Khabib's promotion? Or was it Gamebred FC? Which one was it? Let me have a look. He fought... Yeah, Eagle FC. He fought Kevin Lee in 2022. That was the last time he fought. I mean, I don't want to see him back in the cage. I mean, the guy's 43 and, you know, he was going through it. Harder to find videos to eat to. I feel you, man. I hope you're not specifically talking about me. Again, to be fair, I don't upload a huge amount, so it's, you know, I can't provide that all the time. But I hope when I do that it works in your favor there. Do you think this time Conor will fight? No, I don't. Not in MMA, no. I'll link MMA fight, especially once. I'm scared what you're saying there. Can you do a documentary when Reyes fights for the belt? I mean, I think if he wins it, and if he does fight for the belt, and if he wins it, 100%, man. I like that. That would be. I mean, obviously, I'm always been attached to the story of Dominic Reyes since the John Jones robbery. I mean, it's one of the biggest unjust decisions in MMA history, in my opinion. So, of course, I would be down. There's a good angle for it. Looks like I have to teach you. Holloway beat Pettis. Pettis beat... Okay, I see what you're doing. Pettis beat Wonderboy. Wonderboy beat Holland. Holland beat Souza. Souza beat Musasi. Musasi beat Hunt. Hunt beat Lewis. Lewis beat Blades. No, Blades did not beat Tom. I know. Okay, you're doing that. I know what you're doing, but no. What's going on, Leo? What do you mean, George? I'm good, man. I'm good. In what capacity? Do you think Conor should make a pay-per-view where he fights his demons? That would be entertaining. If they could have a physical manifestation, I would unequivocally be watching. What's the most interesting thing to you happening in the UFC right now? I mean, I would have said Topuria Makhachev and the prospects of that, but we're not getting it. So I cannot say that anymore. And I can't even say Jones Aspinall because that ain't been booked either. I mean, I will say just the back end of this year in terms of pay-per-view headliners seems like a really strong run. I've echoed that sentiment for a while now. Since we got that big array of announcements of JDM against Makhachev, Chimaev, DDP, you know, there's a lot of good fights here. Some not fully confirmed, but close to being announced. And looking like a strong end to the year, because it's not been great so far. Your savior's here. That's a bold claim, bro. Physical manifestation is Khabib. Yeah, that's real as fuck. I dream Nate Diaz might return. He's doing that reality show, right? In Thailand with John Jones? I don't even know. I mean, I don't know why you get Nate Diaz on a reality show and then not expect scraps to break out, because that's exactly what happened. We didn't get Ilya versus Islam and Jones versus Aspinall this year is wasted. Listen. It's cyclical. MMA is cyclical. I've always said this. It might be a bad year in terms of the grand scheme of things, but things will change. We will inevitably get new, fresh blood coming into the sport that will just tear up the rulebook and bring in a whole new array of fans, create a new era. It's just how this game goes, man. I mean, the UFC is so young in comparison to so many sporting institutions. I mean, we're talking just over 30 years old. That's nothing. It really is nothing. So I wouldn't worry too much, man. I mean, yes, we're in a bit of a down. Soon we'll be on the up. He escaped Thailand? No way. Wait, okay, I don't believe that. Might be taking a trip to Chicago, see Hamzat versus DDP. If the tickets look right, I guarantee they'll be fucking expensive, but go for it, man. I mean, if you think it's worth it. I love that fight, so I would be there for it if I didn't live across the pond. What if it's the community leaderboard chart? Pinaldo, it's good to have you back, and I don't know, man. I said this as soon as couple of people start trickling in here. I haven't got the faintest idea, man. You replied like Dana, congrats on the new job. I kind of did, didn't I? That's my commentary roots kicking in. Dude, when he gets moved back to like, move back to what? To what does that mean? Will Volk versus Yair 2 still happen? I think we're going to get that fight regardless. I don't know. I don't want it, but I think it's what's going to happen. If you say Blaze didn't beat Tom, we'll go other way. Lewis beat... Okay. Stuart Austin healed Aston. Holy shit, yeah. Fair enough. Yo, my man. I can't remember. I still don't know how to pronounce your name because it's Russian. But I remember you were talking about that Russian fighter and Khabib and Makhachev and all of that. Apologies. You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce it. I'm an Englishman, brother. I don't understand it. Holloway TKO's Aspinall. I know. I don't... Insane MMA math and gymnastics, but I actually applaud the knowledge. True, man. The guy Nate slapped is insane. I mean, yeah, he did look it. Jesus. Did you start with YouTube commentary? Is that what I just heard? No, I said commentary roots, didn't I? That's not what I meant. I meant that in the sense that I'm pivoting into commentary. So I'm trying to work on my conciseness in the way I speak, my cadence, my overall tone, and smoothness of the mouth, the words. I butchered it right at the end, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like Ivar, I'll go with Ivar. We can run with that, man. We can run with that. But Ivar, it's good to have you back, man. That's what I was trying to say. Leo who wins in a fight? A Moss. Is this a... What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know, bro. You're gonna have to tell me. I see. You know, this is what you guys do to me. This is how paranoid I am. I don't know whether you're trying to bait me or what into saying something stupid. Leo sounding like more and more like an aspiring cult leader. Well, I mean, all cult leaders are extremely charismatic people, so I think I would fit in pretty well in that cohort. I don't know, man. Maybe I should. Hey, this isn't far from it, right? No, I'm joking. I would never do that to you. Jared Leto is a pretty good cult guy. He runs a cult, right? Then they all like wear white robes and shit. Thoughts on Creature Clash? I'm assuming you mean Creator Clash, and I think it's not happening, right? I don't much care for it. I think the guys who created it were being dumb. I mean, you're just butchering your own event by getting into stupid playground drama. I mean, it's dumb. The Holy Carrot, we can run with that. Master Lock defeats the Master Lock. I don't know what that means, George. You're scaring me. If I've said that and you've baited me without realizing, I don't know. Specky, brother. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. How you doing? Good to have all of you guys back. And again, I did say it earlier, and I said I'd say it again, so I am. I apologize for not streaming on Sunday. Just had some stuff get in the way. Life stuff. You know how it is. So, what are your thoughts on Tom Cruise? Take the Scientology part out of it. I actually like the guy. Hard to ignore that though, right? You know, but I think he does a lot for the film industry, and film industry is a creative industry, and I work in a creative industry, so I can't fault the man in that regard. Sorry. What, do you think Willy Wonka was a... I'm not going to read that out just in case. He doesn't... He does ring the alarm bells a bit, doesn't he? So maybe. I did see that. I don't know. I'm not sure about Arman Sarukian being a particularly good matchup for him, but we'll see. I'll talk about it got delayed. People who created it suck and shouldn't be allowed a platform. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I don't love either side of that whole beef. I don't even know I was even caring about it, and I wasn't. I don't know why I was even watching it, wasting my time. What's good, Sammy? How you doing, man? Good to have you back. What's with Chandler Conor? Chandler tweeted something about Conor earlier. I don't even know, man. Cryptic bullshit. It's probably nothing, but it makes for a good stream title, so that's why I said it. You're not okay. Wow. I mean, there's a bait in that sentence, and I'm sure you know. Doing good, bro. Trying to tune in more regularly. All good for not streaming. Personal stuff is more important, 100%. Yeah, man. I appreciate the kind words, and thank you. And you're not obliged to jump in every stream. You know, this is always just a nice little passerby chat for me to interact with all of you. But thank you. Yeah, I've had as I said, pretty good week in and out of life. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Conor probably beats him, honestly. Who? What, Chandler? Yeah, honestly... I mean, I know Conor's not exactly a spring chicken anymore, but Chandler he's old, man. Then again, Conor ain't even trained. I don't know. If Chandler could actually fight smart, I'd probably say otherwise. And if this fight was a couple of years ago, I would have said otherwise. Favorite cut of steak? I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm not really that well versed. I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I don't know if it counts as a cut, but I've had Wagyu. And that shit is fucking divine. So... Chandler and Conor both watched. That we much agree on, Specky. That we very much agree on, man. What are the chances Conor lives in his yacht that is parked on the shore to pour his house in Spain? I think Conor's going to die an early death, if I'm honest with you, man. That's what I'll say about the man. Say a prayer for me real quick. Extremely stressed. George, I hope you're good, man. I ain't a religious person. I'm somewhat spiritual, so I guess we can channel that energy, but I hope you're doing okay, man. I understand. Listen, life gets in the way. Life's tough, bro. I best believe I've been there. It's been a fucking hard week for me. A good one, but a hard week. So, yeah, I thought Wagyu was the type. But yeah, George, if you're okay, yeah, I hope you're doing good, brother. 100 Gorillas was 1 Leo. I clear, bro. Easy. Chandler should fight Bobby Green. I just don't know what Chandler should do anymore. 100 men versus 1 Kodiak Brown Bear? I don't even know what that is. Is that a speech? Oh, that is a... Wow, yeah. I'd go with the 100 men still. Would you invite Conor to your parents' birthday party? Absolutely not. Early death, that's a bold. Is it? I mean, the guy's off the fucking walls all the time, man. Never had Wagyu. Heard it's amazing and a great one-time thing. Yeah, I mean, one-time thing for a reason, huh? It's good, though. Melts in your mouth. It's fucking divine. Turn 18 today. I've reached Unk status. No, I think Unk status is like... I mean, am I Unk status? I wouldn't say I am, you know. It's all subjective. I don't know. I think the moment you start having back pain, that's Unk status right there. Chandler is Chad Mendes on steroids, but dumber and less skilled. McGregor could do a fresh line in the morning and knock Chandler the fuck out on the same night. I almost believe that, to an extent. I mean, Chandler's in his prime was a lot better. I mean, it's hard to even predict anymore. I mean, I don't think we can waste our time on this, but I just like, they're not going to fight, are they? At least not in a MMA scene. It might happen in the boxing. I could see that, you know. I could see that. Am I a lord or related to one? No, but I think there is a way to become one. You can just pay for it, like a lordship or something. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should. Sorry, bear with me. Who should be higher on the featherweight rankings? Ortega or Yair Rodriguez? I've got to go Yair. I mean, Ortega just got lost to Diego Lopez. Yair is coming off a win. Yes, it's off a man like Pitbull, who isn't necessarily proven in the UFC and definitely past his prime, but the trajectories are different. So I'd go Yair. Chandler has explosive and has some good ground and pound. That's about it. Yeah, no fight IQ. It's a scam. You can't pay for lordship. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not exactly something I was jumping at the gun to do anyway, my man. I mean, like, Lord of the Carrot people. Hey, I mean, I could take with that. I could do with that. Thoughts on AI and Ghibli slop? Yeah, not a fan. Listen, AI, I think, is a morally grey area. It's, you know, I do use it in the sense that I use it to help structure my scripts. I use it for idea generation sometimes, but mostly just to plan out my scripts. Everything, rest assured, every single word I write is done by yours truly. Every single one. That's why this shit takes so long sometimes. Like, there's a Ghana documentary I'm nowhere near even finishing writing, and it's taking me this long. But, you know, it's worth it in that regard, because you can tell. Some, you know, maybe you can't, but for me, who writes all the time, it's really easy to tell when something is AI written, and it disappoints me so much. So I really take pride in the work I do, and I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. AI can be used for good. Most of the time, it's not, sadly. And as you mentioned about the Ghibli slop, that's probably a good example. So yeah, if he had retired tomorrow, nobody would give a fuck. I mean, interim champ, can't fault the man. Living Boulder brother, who Chandler. I mean, he's all right. He's a nice dude. He's got a good heart. You prove you're a human being. How can I do that? I don't know. What's your dream fight right now? Sammy, I think you know what that answer is, man. You know what the answer is. I don't need to say it. What fight do I never shut the fuck up about, man? I mean, be real. Need Chandler to win so bad. I would love that, but I don't think the fight's even gonna happen. But hypothetically, of course, if that did, then I would. Sorry, bear with me, people. I'm just gonna answer this. Important. There we go. Sorry. Streams AI? Yeah. I'm gonna like phase out of existence. You know, like the old AI videos where they sort of morph into some random shit? That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn into a Play-Doh and just appear in someone else. Although it doesn't have a lot of interesting fighters, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you there. Maybe not as stacked as it used to be, but I still think the division's pretty strong. Yeah, of course it's Aspinall Jones, man. Exactly, Sammy. You know, bro. I don't even need to say it. I don't know. I don't even need to say it. Also, fuck Chandler. If we learn that Charles becomes a vegetable in like 15, 20 years, it would have been because of this fake motherfucker landing all the dirty back of the head shots. I mean, Charles taking a lot of damage outside of those, so I wouldn't say it's just because of that, but I understand the sentiment. Do more of those fight companion vids. Which ones are you referring to? I've been sending to friends and get some invested and helps the UFC stream party. Which one are you referring to, my man? But thank you. I appreciate the kind words. But what do you mean by the fight companion videos? Are you talking about the old casuals guide stuff I used to do? Because that's been a while since I made them. I mean, I might bring that back. I have considered it. But I don't know. But let me know. It's bad. Yeah, they were bad. I mean, but I wouldn't say they're the sole contributor. Oh my god, I'm muted. How? How does this happen? Oh, I can't even be bothered. Thank you for the actual call. The deep dives. What do you mean by the deep dives? Did I do those? Thank you for the for letting me know there. That's happened again. I don't know how I'm touching that mute button. Seriously. My god. Address the allegations of you using StreamEast to watch the pay-per-views. Fake news. I have TNT Sports, mate. It's fake news. I could do more deep dive. Like, what do you mean exactly? Like, compared to my past content? Which ones are you referring to? Because at the moment, I like the kind of content I'm making right now. I've got the fighter documentaries sort of balanced with these encyclopedic dark story investigations at the same time. You know, I like the sort of rough rhythm of content I have right now. But I'm always open to suggestions. Always. So... Russian guy here is to be a featherweight champion, you either need off-the-chart attributes, unfair skills, or both. I think that's why the lightest weight class is so much better, because you just need more. You can get away with a lot at heavyweight. You can be a fat slob who doesn't work out and still do all right. You cannot even get close to that same level with that standard of work ethic at the lower weight classes. So that's why I have great appreciation for the light weight classes. Jan's a beat at 145. That would feed families, bro. Dynamite Sports, is that an official one or is that like a Russian link? What are we talking? I pay pay-per-view every event, man. I'm glad I don't have to pay pay-per-view. I actually feel bad for you. I respect that you do, but I'm so glad we don't have to pay for it in the UK. That's the trade-off for staying up till 6 a.m., you know? Let me train 10 to 12 years just to get brutalized by Aldo, knocked out by McGregor, or volume fuck embarrassed by Hollow and Bulk. I mean, it's what you sign up for. I mean, to be the best, you've got to beat the best. I mean, it's just that's the reality of it. These guys know what they're getting into, and they want to be champ. There's not really any ways around it. You have to just get through. So that's kind of the beauty of the sport in a lot of ways. It's unforgiving, but that's why we love watching it, you know? At least that's what how I would describe it. Daily reminder, Taito Ivasa was almost fighting Jones for the heavyweight title. I mean, fair enough. I mean, to be fair to him, on that run, he nearly finished Cyril Gane in Cyril Gane's backyard. And you can say what you want about Cyril Gane, but he's a great striker. You know, other elements of his MMA game, less so. But Tuivasa had a nice run. He just didn't have the work ethic. Again, it's just how it is. Can't wait till Drickus moves up to light. I'm assuming you mean light heavyweight after cleaning the division. That would be something. Check Stream Reacts. What you got for me, man? What have you got for me? More UFC highlights. Should we look at these? Let's look at these. These are always fun. These are always fun. Let's get these up for you guys. Hang on. Oh, that's loud and lagging. Hang on a minute. I've got to make sure you guys can actually see this. We're going to watch Tyrexi here whoop the shit out of Ali, who's not in the stream right now, but I really wish he was. Can you see that? I think you can. I know it's zoomed in, but let's look at this. Oh. What's the lag, bro? There we go. Bro, you're bitching him. You're bitching him right now. Okay, that one's just a boring pull counter. We need better. We need better. Now we're talking.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him
love that. Bro, what is your connection right now? Oh, okay, you folded him. You folded him. To be fair, I like the matchmaking picture choosing it. Oh! Okay, that one's a bit vile. That one's a bit vile. Last one.
Oh, high kick lands flush.
Oh, bro, he could have killed you there, bro. I can't. Oh, no, what? No, I respectfully, he sucks, man. Nope, wrong one. Why is he going for a body kick there? I mean, really, what are we doing here? That's the amateur hour. That's amateur hour. I'm sorry, but it is. I mean, he could have done you. He slipped that kick. He was about to send you, bro. Keep sending me to stop ducking. I mean, yeah, it's not bad advice, to be fair. Serial gain, Cyril Garner's professional actor. Yeah. Been a fan of the UFC for years and never made them a dime because I'm never paying for the pay-per-view. Casual, that is extremely valid, man. And I don't feel obliged, bro. Russian Link goes crazy. Russian Link goes crazy. What's the next big fight coming up? I mean, what have we even got? What is 316? I don't know. Have we even had... Did we have 316? No. Yeah, Merab O'Malley 2, which I'm not... That's out. It's next week. I'm not excited about, to be honest with you. But 317 is where we start fucking heating up. Topuria Oliveira for the vacant lightweight strap. And Pantoja Kaikar France on the co-main, which is a great pairing of fights. It's a shame it's not Makhachev standing against El Matador, but I'm not complaining, man. I'm not complaining. It's a fun fight, and it's better than most of the main events we've had this year. Motivationally, you keep dodging me. Let me get my last 2 exams done, and we can battle on Sunday stream next week. I can't because my brother's got the PlayStation, so he just took it into his room. So I have to get it back and put it downstairs. I can't play on stream. Listen, if UFC 6, when that gets announced, and if that comes out on PC, I'm there. I'm there all day, bro. Crossplay, PC, I'll be on that all the time. Tora Charles going to be a stinker, or Merab O'Malley 2 is going to be a stinker. Got you. Yeah, I agree. That will be a same outcome if you're asking me. God, he's 35. Really? It's almost impressive, to be fair, because he is quite so green in MMA. Like, he hasn't got that many fights on his record. So, I'm waking up the pay-per-view only. I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. Pay-per-view only this month. Valid. Honestly, it's valid. I hate UFC is only on console. I know. I was like certain UFC 5 would be on PC. I was like, new engine, huge player-based opportunity on PC, surely. But no. I really never understood it because all their other titles are on PC. Pretty much, I believe all of EA's other, titles. So I just did not understand it. I had no idea. He is so OP at featherweight. He's the best. He's probably the best character in the game, I think, in my opinion. I would have said Volt, but earlier when UFC 5 was out. But yeah, Topuria is insane. He's too OP. He's like Holloway on UFC 4. Holloway on UFC 4 was stupid broken. Only time I bought pay-per-view was so long ago. Asked my father to buy me 189. Nice. Good. I mean, great card to buy. I mean, Robbie Lawler, fucking McDonald 2, and McGregor Mendez. I mean, Jesus Christ. What incredible 2 fights they are. Only thing we get is Half Sword or Pirated Undisputed UFC. Half Sword, the game? That's a goated game. I was playing that not that long ago. Yeah, great surprise. What a card. New Jose is also as good, man. What do you mean? Oh, like the new the new Alter Ego? Yeah, I haven't played on it in a while, so I'm not sure. I mean, there was the Khabib one was OP, and also the Alter Ego Tony Ferguson. He was cracked. He was very good. Yeah. I got you. Give me a div to match make. Run me. I would say heavyweight, but there's fuck all in it. Run me the lightweight. That's always the classic, right? New Harry Potter series coming out. I don't know why. I mean, of course I know why. It's the same with the UFC. It's fucking money, not rocket science. Max kicks, speed, and power. Yeah, Is he got a new alter ego? I don't know. 225. Rob Whittaker is my go-to. That's a cultured pick, bro. Cultured pick. I love that. I usually play Rob Whittaker at middleweight. I just like playing him. Pereira was stupid broken earlier in the year. I don't know if he still is. Someone will have to probably correct me on that, but UFC 4 was peak, man. No, 3 was miles better. The only thing 4 had that was actually really good was the clinch, but it was so broken and OP that it kind of ruined it. But the actual system was really good because the system in UFC 3 was exactly the same as the grappling system is for the clinch, so it sucked. But apart from that, UFC 3 was kind of goated. I can't lie. I never played UFC 2, but the physics always look majorly fucking hilarious on it. It makes me want to play it. So who knows? Maybe I'll get it one day. Yeah, the UFC 2 knockouts. There's that one combination on like Twitter that always does the rounds of the guy like hitting him with the 20 piece and then finishing with the axe kick, and it's insane. Mexican, damn, you're coming straight in with the yeah, fair enough. I'm not gonna personally go and do it, even if I do agree. I'm not gonna go and personally head over there because it probably wouldn't go well for me. UFC 5 is a graphical downgrade compared to the earlier games. It's not a graphical downgrade objectively. I think what you mean is in the sense that the bar hasn't been as raised as high. I think that's what you're trying to say, I'm assuming, and I agree. Could be a lot more. Chandler takes the game off the store. Yeah, they're hard to come by. You have to get physical copies now, right? This makes no sense. It makes no sense. I mean, it does make sense. Again, it always fucking comes back to money, right? Of course it does. But, you know, I don't know. Let me get my music back on. I realized I turned it off earlier. What are we talking? There we go. I'm not going Mexican. I'm sorry. Remember 2 months to Prem Bilal's downfall? God is real. People, God is real. Wow. I mean, yeah, you manifested it. I think it's like a manifestation thing. Maybe not that specifically, but for what you want in life, I think manifesting is not a bad thing to do. You know, you can hate on Israel Adesanya and meme on him for the manifestation stuff he was doing in the shower to prepare for his rematch against Alex Pereira, but it clearly did something for him, you know? And I understand it. It's a spiritual thing. I'm not like the most spiritual guy ever, but I subscribe to some of the sort of sentiments and doctrines, you know? I got my own personal outlook, I think. I think everyone should have their own personal outlook on that shit. You shouldn't follow a fucking religious book to tell you what to do. I think you should just believe what you want to believe, like on an individual level, shaped by your own experiences. I think that's how I think everyone should do it. I was watching Joe Rogan before this. Fair enough. I mean, that guy, he's gone off the rails, man. He thinks Russia is better than Canada. What an idiot. I mean, seriously. Anyone still buy FIFA? Yeah, I play 25. I play pro clubs. That's about it. Because UFC hot take right now, I don't really have one. I mean, for years I said Aspinall beat Jones, and back, you know, before he would even won the belt, you know, years ago when he was fighting Volkov and stuff like that, I said I was saying this, and that was a hot take back then. It definitely isn't now, thankfully. In terms of actual hot takes right now in the present moment, I don't know. I don't really have anything that crazy. It's probably one I'm missing off the top of my head. Let me look at the rankings, and I'll throw you one because I'm sure inevitably I will go against the status quo in some capacity. Let's have a look. I mean, it's hard to really say that a lot of these guys are going to be champ. Like, I could throw an upset. I mean, I was big on Paddy. That was a hot take. You know, how vocal was I that Paddy was going to beat Chandler, right? Remember this? OGs of the stream will know. I was saying it for so long that he would beat Chandler. And I've said that, actually. Yeah, I'll give you a hot take then. I think Paddy Pimblett beats Charles Oliveira. I think Paddy Pimblett beats Justin Gaethje. I think Paddy Pimblett beats Dustin Poirier. I think he beats most of the top 5. I don't think that's a crazy take in the slightest. And I think him versus Topuria is a competitive matchup. I think it is. People might crucify me for that one, but I'm standing by it. Do I think Topuria probably finishes him? Yes, I probably do. And would I pick him? Yes, I would. But I think it's not a write-off victory, as people think it is. It really isn't. Paddy is huge for lightweight. Big, tall, rangy. It's a difficult challenge, and we've seen Topuria struggle with that at the weight class before, so we'll see. Throwing dog collar help for a fight? I'm not sure. It's all love, K.Man. I appreciate the love. I hope you have a good flight. I hope it's smooth sailing. I hope you get some rest. And I hope your travel is pretty nice, man. Have a good one. Hope your flight's not delayed, because Lord knows I've been through that experience far too many times. And more times than I would like. So, have a good one, man. Thank you. First thing, Almeida gives Aspinall a hard fight. No, I don't think so. I understand what you're trying to say because of the wrestling, but Aspinall was a ground game fighter first. He's just that good with his hands as well. So I'm going to disagree because he's also not big enough. I think Aspinall would outstrength him. So personally, no. But I understand what you're trying to say. Love me done. Pinged you. What'd you ping? Oh, here we go. Arman Sarukian, Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, I like it. Oliveira Topuria, obviously booked. Gaethje Hooker. I mean, yes, if we can finally get that fight happening. Gamrot Klein booked, of course. Yeah. Holloway Poirier 3 booked. I mean, yeah, a lot of these already booked. Chandler versus BSD. Yeah, why not? To be honest, I prefer to give Benoit a layup fight. I think it makes sense for where he is at his career. So I'd probably say no to that one. But Dawson versus Gamrot, if he loses, yeah, I think that's a fun one. I feel like you have to have Bobby Green in there somewhere in some capacity just because he's everywhere, you know? I was thinking about this the last time I was here and I realized you like Fregley from Diamond Would Be Kid. No. Scrimpo, personally. I get what you're saying. What do you want me to say? It's got a hair on it. I don't forget. I used to watch that movie many times. And it's also the dad is Loki, the funniest motherfucker in the whole movie. He's just clinically insane. And it's brilliant. In hindsight, I didn't really see that. As a kid, I didn't really understand that. But as an adult, I definitely do. Say, Leo, you, me, outside, 20 minutes. It's been a long time coming. Lol, Jake, love, Jake. Lol, all love. Charles would sub him. Paddy? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think it would go to a decision. I would put a lot of money that fight will go to a decision. I think they just cancel each other out. They've both got really good grappling. And they're both just very durable. And I wouldn't say Paddy has the power to put Charles away. Could be wrong, though. Paddy said he evolved a lot. I'm doing my nappy crazy. How would you solve the burnout problem between the charge of the UFC? Quality over quantity, man. What I'm doing with my content. Quality over quantity. Simple answer. Cut back on the Apex. It's not rocket science, man. Cut back on the Apex. Spend all that time that you've gained from promoting and creating those shows. All of that time. Use it to promote the big cards that you actually care about and that the people actually care about. Promote these fighters. Promote these storylines. Promote them. You know, they're characters. They're people. There's so many valuable storylines in there which are just missed. And all we get is Dana White going, "What's up, everybody? I've got my latest fight announcement. Shit cunt is fighting cunt shit for 325. Like... That's what we get now. This is what we get, and it's not enough anymore. You know, this is what I would do. I think that's not rocket science. I think that's what everyone would do. You know, Fregley gets all the chicks, does he? What now? Adult Fregley, or the actor, should we say? I'll take it if that's true. Cracker getting clown on, and they'll do Michael Flatley's river dance on his head. Okay. I'm not going to pretend I know what the river dance is, but I'll probably know it if I've seen it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's rocket science to improve the UFC. We've just gone down a rabbit hole of quality over quantity. And I said this in the Eras video. There might be something good on the horizon. Could be worse, could be better. But it seems inevitably when the UFC ends their contract with ESPN, we're going to see a new sports broadcaster working with them. And that might mean a different quota for how many events they need to provide per year. With that in mind, it might be a quality over quantity thing. So who knows? I'm going to be optimistic. I always will be. I'm a fan first. As much as I'm a content creator and I'm trying to provide for you guys, I'm a fan of the sport. This is why I started doing this in the first place. So I want what's best for the UFC and I want what's best for MMA. So it's just my 2 cents from a rambling idiot, but I don't think many of you would disagree with me with what I'm saying there. You know? I mean, I think it's just facts. I'm spitting them today. I don't know. I got to change my Spotify. Hold up. Not the song I want on right now. There we go. Now we're cruising. Always on IG Live. Yeah, it's the bare minimum. Remember the old Conor McGregor Aldo promo we had? I mean, like, they all filmed the whole shit. Like, that was so much cooler. You ain't getting that now. You ain't even getting close to that now. Boxing promos UFC style? Exactly. I mean, Conor, that's a perfect example to bring up. Look at the promos that Riyadh season were doing. Sorry, apologies. I know they had a lot of money behind them, but the UFC do as well. There's no excuse. Riyadh season had those massive, awesome promo shit for Usyk versus Fury, Joshua and Ngannou Fury. All of those promos were so fucking good. They are the best. So fucking awesome. Some of the best fighting promos that I've ever seen. There's no reason we can't have that in the UFC. They just choose not to do it. So, just got done with the shit I was stressed about. That's good, my man. I hope everything went cleanly, went well, regardless of what it is. You don't have to share with the world if you don't want to, if you're not comfortable with it, but I'm glad you're through it, my man. When they do these mini movies, ignore, right? It's awesome. So good. I've been a dumb fuck. I'm trying to clean up live stuff. Life keeps throwing me the lucky dice. That's good, man. Well, I mean, good could be good or bad. I can relate to that. I've had a lot of luck recently. I'll put it that way. I've had a good week. Crazy difference the UFC makes. Last year we were hype on UFC 300 Sphere. Now things feel stagnant and Jax. That's a good point. But again, this is what I spoke about earlier before you jumped in. This back end of this year looks really strong. So I'm remaining optimistic. And at the end of the day, it's a cyclical thing. We'll be fine. But I mean, listen. MMA is MMA. It's always going to have that innate appeal. Yes, there's things we can do to improve. And they will come, I'm sure. Mike, what's up, my man? Good to have you back. I'm good, man. I'm very good. Saturday's event is horrible. It's not great, is it? That's not great. If we're talking about MMA, it's not great. Bivol versus Better Be a mini movie was fight. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was. And that was a great fight as well. Really good fight. You in the MMA community and MMA world is helping keeping me sober and okay, straight and narrow. No way. No, man. That means so much, man. Thank you. Honestly, truly. Listen, I love talking about MMA, but I like just talking with you guys. And listen, I'm an open book, you know, on and off stream. So what you see here is basically me in real life, to be honest with you. Maybe just slightly less wild and a bit more composed and a bit more coherent. But I'm glad that authenticity is, you know, showing through. And I'm glad you can have a good time and, you know, I can provide for you. So thank you, George, man. Truly. Everything, my man. How are you doing? Love the energy, man. And Specky, I have played it. I played a lot of it. Bought it when it was in early access. And I've been playing it since. Good game, just could be better. I do like it, though. Do I do any MMA myself? CNR, I do get the question a lot. I do jiu-jitsu. I've been training on and off for about 2 and a bit years. Say like 2 years total on the mat time. I could be better, though. I can't lie. I'm still not great. I still kind of suck. But I don't think anyone ever gets good at jiu-jitsu, if we're being real. Black belts will tell you the same thing. You know? They'll tell you the same thing. They say they feel like they don't know anything. And they've been training for decades plus, so. But I train no-gi jiu-jitsu, yeah. No striking, though I have. Did it. Sorry. Okay, we're not going there, bro. Wait for Mexican to say something of general substance here. Check stream reacts. What you got for me, man? What have you got for me? How to fix the event problem. Get rid of Apex. Yep. Only use it for contender series and tough. I agree. Crowded fight nights. 2 crowded fight nights and 1 pay-per-view a month. Yep. Any fight night from a bad Apex or arena fight night onto pay-per-view prelims. Or onto other some fight night cards. I get what you mean, like sort of trickling down. Promote your pay-per-views. Yes. Face-to-faces. Yes. That's completely forgot that. Face-to-faces. Dominic Cruz versus TJ Dillashaw. Go watch that. Perfect example of why we need them back. Better promo videos. Agreed. Press conferences before fight week. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Honestly, MMA content creators have been the consistent form of joy I've not had for a little bit, and I don't even need drugs to bring it to me. That's great, man. I mean, listen, obviously, I can't relate to those struggles personally because I've stayed clear of them for the most part. But everyone has an outlet, right? So you got to find that alternative. And if that's what it is for you, if MMA content creation and MMA YouTube is that for you, then if that works, then all the power to you, my man. Awesome. And what's about Tom's announcement? No, it was just about a collaboration with Champion, the clothing brand, which is great, and I love it. It's a sign that, you know, fighters are going more mainstream, particularly within the UK. So I'm really excited about that. But nothing with John Jones. Smaller creators with chill streams create the bigger streamers. I know, man. Yeah, exactly. You lose that level of interaction. It's the double-edged sword. Thoughts on Roundtree Hill? Long in the making, my man. I love it. I've always wanted that fight. I'm a big Roundtree fan. I think he gets it done. Whether it happens or not, jury's still out. Not a major drug addict or anything. I just struggle using that stuff to cope with shit I shouldn't have felt with at 15. I understand, man. I understand. I mean, again, I can't particularly relate to it, but listen, we all got shit we gotta wrestle with. So, more the power to you. I know how hard it is to break free of that kind of thing, just in a different capacity. My favorite part of MMA is it's all broken people trying to be whole. That's kind of deep, bro. Holy shit. To an extent, yeah. I think it does make for an interesting sort of story, overarching story, in the sense that, you know, so many fighters are wrestling with demons of some capacity of various sources. Sean Strickland is probably the best example of that, right? He's the poster boy of that, and he's maybe doing a worse job than some, but for a lot of people, MMA is an escape form. It's an outlet. And it's what I talked about earlier, where we need to support fighters in their post-fighting career, because when you don't have that outlet and you can't, you know, use that to stave off those demons and those inner problems, it's difficult. So we need to look for options outside of just being on the commentary desk, etc., for fighters in the UFC. That's what I'd be big on campaigning for that. Not my plan, Mexican. I'm gonna be real. UFC Baku is a great example. New place for a fight night and get vibe in the crowd. UFC Baku would be cool. Yeah. I mean, more international fight cards would be great. Love them to go back to Sweden or something. Again, it has to be a justification, though. I understand it. Like, there's no reason to go to Sweden unless they have a proper cohort of good Swedish fighters, which right now we don't. So, may I train a lot too? Give me that natural cocaine. I get that. Jiu-jitsu has always been like... There's actually a very good clip of Henry Cavill talking about it perfectly. He describes my exact feelings towards jiu-jitsu, which you can apply to any martial art, in my opinion. But jiu-jitsu specifically, it's like... It's the only time... Again, I'm more speaking in my words here, but he was saying exactly the same thing. You know, it's the only time where because of the act of what you're doing, the actual action of fighting and survival, and it's it's a primal action you're doing. It's so good at just taking you out of every other headspace you're in, and for that small pocket of time, you are solely focused on that one thing. And it's the only time in the day ever where you are completely focused on one task. You aren't distracted, you aren't stressed, you aren't worried about any other minute problem in your life. And that's what makes martial arts such a beautiful outlet for me. I mean, I feel like you can understand what I'm trying to say. Henry Cavill so good? He is, man. Yeah, Tom Hardy's Tom Hardy's legit, man. Tom Hardy's a purple belt, man. That's very, very legit. Pretty confident with the following prediction. Charles is going to get the W against Topuria. Wow, that's a hot take, man. I can't agree with you there. I'm going to be right. I think Topuria finishes him in the first round, and I'm pretty hot on that prediction, in my opinion. I'm pretty confident in that. And I love Charles, but that's just how I see it. Sean isn't in prison and lives in a nice house. Yeah, he could be doing worse. I still don't think he's wrestled with his demons fully. I think he has work to do. Maybe that's just who he is. I don't think he's a good person. I don't like the things he says about people. He's also very hypocritical with what he says and what he does. But equally, I do have some level of sympathy for him considering his upbringing. You know, no one should have to go through what he went through. So I do understand why he's become the kind of person he is. So it's all a lot of grey lines with MMA. The fact that UFC Africa Spain isn't happening yet is mental. Yeah, I mentioned this before, didn't I? Not today, but I have in the past how UFC Africa was such a missed opportunity. Spain as well. Again, I don't want that to pass us by, man. I really don't. Drika Shemaev in Africa, I could still exactly. I don't know. It sucks. Except we're going back to bloody Vegas or some shit. I don't know where those events are being held. I mean, MSG, right? Which one's at MSG? I can't. Is Ilya Charles at MSG? Probably not. I don't know. Charles wins via Do Bronx power. He doesn't have that much power, if we're being real. Maybe that's just my opinion. Just logged on. Can you give a recap to the Conor Chandler tie-out? It's all good, Cat Dad. I appreciate you. I'm on for a few more minutes, so I'll do my best. It's more of a intrigue kind of title. Nothing confirmed, my man, but there was Chandler tweeted something. He's probably deleted it by now, but let me have a look. Michael Chandler just tweeted earlier, right when I started streaming, or just before, at the very least, something about Conor McGregor. If I can find it back up. My Twitter's not loading. This is great. I think he has deleted it. Great. That's good. So I don't know what I can't remember. Maybe someone's screenshotted it. Yeah, he tweeted. No, it was on Instagram or it was on Threads. Sorry, not Twitter. That's why. Yeah, he tweeted Conor, ! 5 exclamation marks actually, and then a date which was the 24th of January, 2026. So whatever that means, I don't have any idea, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Oliveira has fans of a sexual attraction to him. Me. No, Topuria has better striking, and Charles won't finish him on the ground. Much better fight for Ilya. I agree. I mean, it's an easier fight for Ilya. Is it a better fight for his legacy? Absolutely not. Chandler's moving like a crazy ex-girlfriend. I think they're destined for each other, really, aren't they? They'll fight eventually, somehow. They'll fight in the nursing home. That's how I see it going down. The nursing home duel. Yeah, I don't know what Chandler's on about, really. Conor McGregor! I am the most entertaining lightweight on this planet. You gotta beat somebody. So beat me if you can. That was my impression of Conor McGregor doing an impression of Michael Chandler. Just for the record, that was not my Michael Chandler impression. I can't do an actual Chandler impression because I would scream the house down and probably my entire road. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah. I think that was pretty close. Easier? Yeah, okay. I understand. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I agree. No punch power, special move. Do Bronx power. Yeah. Shadow the blocks! Shadow the blocks! Shadow the blocks! I don't know what he says after that because I don't speak Portuguese. But I will watch that back again and again and again. You know what would be a banger of a fight? Paddy Topuria. This is what I've been speaking on, Mike, man. I think it's a closer fight than people give credit for, and I will not hear otherwise. Some people call that a hot take. I think it's the right take. Topuria is good. Paddy's also very good. Paddy, people are finally starting to see that now. And as I said, the size difference, big factor. The only thing is, I just think Topuria will find his chin. But first round will be tough for him, man. I'm telling you. Bedtime MMA level quality, I'll take that. I'll take that. What's up, Wolf? Good to have you back, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you again, brother. Even if it's only for another 5 minutes or so. Paddy Ilya goes for a decision. That's actually very... I wouldn't even be mad about that. I think there's good money on that. If the odds on that ever come out, I'll put a little punt down on it. I do think Topuria would find the chin. But I would not rule out Paddy to get the nod in some capacity or find a submission. But they're both just very durable. So you're right. I could see it happen. My other edits on IG is Charles' wins. Yeah, I mean, Charles is the fighter's fighter, you know? The people's fighter, should I? Sorry, Jesus Christ. Should I say? He's the people's fighter. So I agree. I mean, I'm not surprised that there's so many edits of him. He's just the GOAT, bro. Well, he's not the GOAT, but, you know. Paddy's much bigger and has improved. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. It's actually a fun fight. I think it's a harder fight for Topuria than most of that lightweight top 5. People might not want to hear that, but it's true in my opinion. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. Maybe I'm waffling. Maybe I'm drinking the Paddy Pimblett Kool-Aid a little bit too much, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Just my 2 cents. Why is my Spotify playing the same songs over and over again? Like, what are we doing? There we go. Either could get like a TKO or decision. Paddy could even sub him. I don't know. I don't know about the sub. I think I said it, but not with any conviction. The sub is difficult because Topuria is so good on the mat, and people forget that. It's the same thing Aspinall runs into. He's so good on the feet, he doesn't need to use his ground game, but both him and Topuria were grapplers first. People forget this. They're grapplers first. Go watch Topuria's fights on the regional scene and the smaller promotions like Brave FC, Cage Warriors, and the other one I can't remember the name of. But if you go look at him, the amount of like chokes he's hitting, like north-south chokes and stuff, guy is really fucking good. Trash talking goes badly. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I doubt that. I think Ilia Topuria can say what he's going to do and do it. Yeah, I've got Chipotle out there. I think we have one in central London. I've never tried it. But we don't, it's not like across the country. But I know there's one in central London near Leicester Square. I just never been in. Hey, Spotify, man, especially on mobile, I'm pirating it and getting free premium. Man, I like Spotify's good, bro. Yeah, well, but that's why I pay for premium, bro. Well, I mean, you're paying for a service at the end of the day. I got no problem paying for Spotify. I fucking love listening to music. In fact, I listen to music pretty much 24/7, unless I'm with other people. So, Chipotle near me, I'll take it back. I guess there's more. Ilya will 100% find Paddy's chin. It's too high in the air. All fight for Ilya not to find the chin. Fair enough. I do agree. As Paddy's probably worst habit is that, and there's one man you're not going to do it against. It's Ilia Topuria. So maybe that would be my prediction, first prediction. But you know, MMA is weird, man. Reviews to user service doesn't pay the artist their worth as far as royalties go. I do agree with that, but at the same time, I don't know how well I'm not going to pay for albums and shit all the time. Like, again, like artists I really support, like Quadeca, I bought these vinyls. I share my brother's record player, but I still bought them anyway because I wanted to support him. And I also fucking, that album on the right is my favorite of all time. So of course I want it. You're the man. Thanks for the recap. Of course, brother. No sweat. Sounds promising for a fight. I don't want to see Conor return. Neither do I. I technically do, just so I can see him get laid out. That would be why. But I am sick of him. I'm sick of that whole saga. Same way I'm sick of Jones and Aspinall saga as well. Good day when Paddy beat the hell out of him. I'm indifferent to Mike. I like Chandler, to be honest with you. People don't like him, and he's great because he plays the promotion game. He's meant to be like Marmite. That's kind of his whole shtick, and that's a lot of people do, and it works. You're gonna like him or you don't like him. I don't know if you guys have Marmite in America, but it's very something you either love or you hate. It's very polarizing, and Chandler is exactly that. So I can get why you hate him. I obviously see past the promotional side of things. I think as a family man, he's clearly a stand-up guy. I don't even if I don't agree with him politically and shit like that, like I don't really give a fuck. He's clearly a good-hearted dude, and he means good. Need the CDs for the car. Back in the day, man. Yeah, I used to do that. Well, I mean, obviously I weren't driving, but you're I'm not on the Bluetooth though. How many vinyls I got? I mean, I don't know. Me and my brother share them, so I don't know how many are in our box, but I'm not sure. A lot. I don't use it as much as I should, though. The artists make enough money on vinyl sales, tours, brand deals, and YouTube views. I'm telling you, they don't. Most artists do not make a lot of money. Yeah, obviously the big ones do, of course, but it's like MMA. Most fighters who aren't in the UFC don't make enough money to live on. Getting a music career is really difficult to do for a reason. Grassroots music is not well financially supported in the slightest. Join this. How do you stream? I stream Tuesday and Saturday, my man. I'm glad I can convert you to an avid watcher of the stream. So thank you. Saturday, Tuesday, and Sunday, should I say? 7 p.m. UK time. Whatever that translates for you, I'm not sure, or whether from the UK, that's cool too. But yeah, we go for about an hour. It's just nice for me to connect with you guys on a deeper level because obviously my videos aren't as personable, so the stream is a good opportunity for me to just shoot the shit with all of you. And we have a good time in here, man. Did I say Tuesday? I'm actually so stupid. Not Tuesday. I'm tweaking out. Thursday and Sunday. Holy shit. I do apologize, Cat Dad. Sorry. Thursday and Sunday. I'm not doing a good job of selling this to you, am I? There you go. Thursday and Sunday. Hi, lad. What's up, Attica? How you doing, man? It's a shame you're jumping on now because I'm about to head off, my brother. But I appreciate you being here. Whether it's for a minute, an hour, or 10 seconds. I appreciate it all the same. So thank you. Chandler and Conor are the complete opposite. Chandler, great human being, odd family guy. Conor, terrible human, good family man. I don't think. How is he a good family man? He's cheated on his wife about 1 million fucking times. How is he a good family man in the slightest, bro? What do you mean? That's crazy. What do you think about Hill and Roundtree? I love that fight. I mentioned it earlier. Jack's making the walk brought it up. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Khalil Roundtree, and I actually like Jamal Hill too, even though he says the wrong thing sometimes. You know, I think he's game. That's a good fight. Something that needs to be addressed more is the fact that Jones has a loss on his career. Yes, the Matt Hamill one, right? It's technically a loss. You know, I mean, as much as I don't like the guy, I'm happy to concede it. To be honest with you, it's not really a fair loss on the record, but Reyes should be the loss. I agree, Attica. I agree. I think he does. The artists that release their music on Spotify mostly have money. That's not true, bro. It's not hard to release songs on Spotify. What are you talking about? You don't need to be a big artist to release on Spotify. Chandler gets a pass because he adopted brown babies. Does he get the pass? I don't know if he gets the pass. But I'm glad. I give him a lot of respect for doing that though, because those kids, you know, a lot of these kids end up in foster homes and shit like that. So he's given them a great life. So credit to him. I think Roundtree, I read that. I mean, when it comes to his children, it's clear from his videos that he does love his children. It's all PR, bro. I can't lie. I don't trust anything that guy puts out in any capacity. How could you at this point in his career? I think that's somewhat naive. Listen, I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't believe that to be the case. I don't listen to SoundCloud, and definitely not SoundCloud rappers, so I wouldn't know. But yeah. But anyway, guys, I am going to have to love you and leave you. I'm going to do a little bit more writing tonight on this Francis Ngannou video. Then I'm going to chill out, play some of the rematch beta before it closes. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good morning, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Stay safe. Stay very much hydrated, especially in this weather. If you're in the UK, it's really fucking hot right now. And with that in mind, I will see you on Sunday. Have a good one, people.